Hi, my name is Sarah Wayne Callies, and I want to tell you a story. The story starts with my husband and I taking our little baby girl to a museum in Los Angeles. And in the museum store we found a book. The book was called Elena's Serenade by an author named Campbell Gieslin. I read that book to my little girl probably every day for a year. And over the course of that year, I decided that this book had to become a movie and that the story of Elena needed to be shared with the world. The story of Elena's Serenade is the story of a young girl who more than anything in the world wants to be a glassblower. She discovers that she has to blow glass, not only for her own spirit, but to save her family. And so, even though she's young and alone, she plucks up her courage and leaves her village and crosses the Mexican desert to get to Monterrey, where the great glassblowers are. And along the way, she meets some creatures, and she sings some songs, and she meets some people. And some of those creatures and people want to support her and see her grow and see her accomplish everything she wants to. And some of those people want to steal her art and steal her spirit. Through that journey, she starts to figure out who she is as a young girl, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, and as an artist. So I called the author, Campbell, and I said, I want to turn your picture book with 50 words and 14 pages into a feature-length animated screenplay. And Campbell laughed at me. And Campbell and I then became friends and co-conspirators and co-creators. Right about the time I was finishing that screenplay, I worked on a movie with an actor called David Atrakshi. And over the course of our friendship, we discovered that not only were we actors, but I was a writer and David was a producer. So I sent him the story, and David, bless him, fell in love with it. He said, we're going to get this made. We'll find a way. And then David became friends with a woman named Diane Launier, who is one of the owners and curators of a brilliant gallery in Paris called Art Ludique, dedicated exclusively to animation art. Diane came up with a list of the people we would get in a perfect world if everything went our way. And they all said yes. The first is a brilliant director named Guillaume Ivernel. He lives and works in Paris, and he has done some absolutely beautiful animation projects, and he fell in love with Elena. He also had fallen in love with a woman named Valérie Adida, who happens to be his wife and an amazing animator. Diane also brought us another wonderful Mexican artist named Tony Sandoval. Tony responded not only to Elena, but to the history and the culture and the people of Mexico, because it was endemic to who he is. The latest additions to the gang are a wonderful Montreal-based animation firm called Toot and Cartoon, who are the mad scientists who make all of these incredible dreams a reality and do all the hard work of the animation. So we have this great group of people from around the world. Everybody has come together with this heart because we love this girl. First, we need to come up with a pilot. So this is where you come in. We need to fully fund 3 to 5 minutes of this movie. And once we have that, with the brilliance of Guillaume's direction and Valérie and Tony's creatures, then we take that as a selling tool. And we go around to film boards and private financiers, and we get the money to bring this beautiful story to life. And what we'd like to do is invite you to join the family. We need some help getting this off the ground, because if we can bring this amazing little girl and her beautiful story to life, then I know more and more people will want to get on board and we'll be able to bring the story to a wide audience. And one way or another, I think you're going to love this movie. I think you're going to love this story. I'm grateful to you for taking the time to listen to this. Thank you for your participation, and thank you so much for your support.